Okay, what do we have here now? So,
Eh,
welcome back, folks. We are back to another session of Project RCR, and today is the second day of discussing about Project RCR's game design logic.
Yeah, like my next door uncle tried some funny stuff at the nearest kindergarten. So I had to dial 911, and guess who picked up the line? Our favorite officer, Mega DD, Mega Doodoo, well rip legend. Now we're back with episode 2.
Let's go, guys.
Alright, so
Today's session is gonna be a little short because we haven't been really preparing a better version of things, but we have something to talk about. Let's just say it will be a short but interesting live session. Let's get into it right now. Let's just say, as we were talking about yesterday, about the multiple rooms which we are going to start creating all those assets and environment and others. So technically, there was a concept we thought about the first room, because the first room is the initiation, the introduction, and the onset of the character who is going to be the main principal player, the sole player in the whole series. And his introduction has to be very, very clear. But once again, secret. So yesterday we had discussed about how we will have puzzles and things and like different other mechanics. Let's just say, leaving puzzles aside, we will get into the basic game design of any psychological what do you say, solvers. So technically, the room one, you see Ilven. Here is Ilven. He's sleeping in a corner, and then like he opens up his eyes, and then he sees a big room in front of him. uh, we can say that the room is a old British style, with having a fireplace here. So this is the fireplace, and also the various, the sofas, the lamps, and the whatever carpets and everything is there. So Ilven has this thing about going around, opening his eyes. He looks around. He doesn't understand anything, and suddenly something touches his hand. So when he turns around to see it, he sees a skeleton. A skeleton. Yes, you heard that right. A literal skeleton beside him. Tell us in the comments, what do you think? Why the skeleton is there? This is the part of the game, so we cannot really reveal it. Well, let's just say there is one. He is terrified, he gets up, he anxiously searches the room. here's let's just say here's a note on a table. Here's a table where he has a note, a small note here, where we will see something is written. We don't know what is written, but something will be written, which gives him a small hint in getting to know what this place is, how he might have ended up here, and also what he might need to do to get out. So those are the basic concepts we will be introducing in room 1. Very simple, very simplified, very easy to understand, and very old school thing. Well, that doesn't mean we are getting there. We aren't getting the thrill of the game.
By the way, I
Now,
just wanted to point out like we could do a spherical room instead of a rectangular one because
quite possible.
I had this idea. 'Cause, uh, so the thing is, this is actually like a bungalow, igloo looking bungalow, but it is a bungalow. You have to trust us on that. And it's like in a snowy land, right? And
Trust, guys.
it's
Trust.
actually a huge facility because it belonged to once scientifically enriched nation, and it has
And obviously,
automatic doors and stuff,
as you might have guessed, and obviously, as you might have guessed, guys, Ilvin doesn't know he's there.
and there's a fence and everything, right? So you can't escape. But the thing is, Ilvin, uh, yeah, that's like the best way to draw him, like a woman, but it's yeah, easy lab coat.
Come on, guys, you guys are smart enough.
And there'll be military people who actually like a bunch of these people, right? Yeah, copy paste. Actually, three. So three military soldiers who bring Ilvan to this place, and they drop him. So beneath this, yeah, there is actually a hole which drops Ilvan down. And I was thinking that beyond this hole, like there are stairs, of course, like, but he was dropped down, like, you know. I mean, there's a ladder, but he was dropped down because they don't want to treat him fairly. And this will be like a cylindrical section. Like this is what I thought. And then when he exits the cylindrical section, like they have that stuff in International Space Station, those chambers. So he opens up this gate, and then he is greeted in uh, another cylindrical room, which apparently is has a circular base, right? It's hidden out here, and it goes with all the way to the top, but it's covered in snow, right? So there's just a few outlets for the heat to escape, but it's not much for the snow to melt down or something. You know. It gets clogged sometimes, so we'll have these like piping systems. How do I uh, say it? Well, let me get my highlighter. It's actually like if you draw like four uh perpendicular line points, and then you bisect them further.
Well, let's just say there are pipeline systems in this
So
room.
yeah, like if you bisect these like a full circle one
Yeah,
time, two
exactly.
times, three times, four times. So basically, you bisect the 360 degrees in four, you get 8 points, and you can consider the middle one another point. So as we were discussing yesterday, that we are gonna have a 3x3 matrix of the thermal piping system. So we'll have that here. We're gonna have that. So 8 pipes, interconnected, of course. One, two, three, four, five, six. Well, you get the point. Like seven, I don't know, eight could be here, and then at the middle, we're also gonna have one. It could be like a tent-like structure from four pipes leading to a pyramid structure, which is the main like heat outlet, right? And that is the room beneath him. So he gets like a circus tent kind of thing. So it's basically like a pyramid uh, with the piping systems, like an octagon basically, and protruding from it is a circular base. So that is the room we have to work with for Ilvan. Yeah, Reza, you may proceed. Like that is all I
Okay.
had to say about
And
the environment for now.
so technically, what we are thinking with that, we would be making a very geometrically designed room, and where you might need to apply some geometric, like what do you say, geometric, let's just say, theories with which you can actually understand what the room is about and how the room is designed so that you can escape from it, because this is no more and no less than a room escape, but the way you have to do it is what defines you, us and the others, and makes us apart. So technically, the room one has very simple design, very straightforward things, but there might be a little trickery somewhere in there, somewhere in the other parts. So technically, you might have to think a little. From room two, the real challenge begins. But then again, you know how difficulty progresses with every single step. So obviously, it won't be that difficult as, let's just say, room 7 or room 8. So that is how we are going to approach the design of these rooms. And like, do I have to say anything else about this? I don't know.
Let's begin with the mechanics one by one. Firstly, the thermal piping system. How which button he's gonna press, and like after falling down, what is the cinematic sequences or the actions that he needs? I guess we need a player tutorial after that, even before all the
Yeah,
mechanics.
yeah, we just might need you guys to
Note them down, yeah,
uh,
so that
yeah, we
everyone
we
knows.
just might need you guys to like uh like make shift with the, what do you say, the mechanics. So like, first of all, you might not even teleport into room 1 at first.
Yeah, we have
You
a
might
cylindrical section here
yeah, you
for the
might just
tutorials.
go through somewhere here. So technically this will be, let's just say, somewhere around 300 meters long. 300 meters long, and within those 300 meters we'll introduce to you all the, let's just say, the interactions, the buttons, the all the keyboards. So E for interaction, E for interaction, WSAD. uh, I mean, do I even need to write this?
Yeah, sure, because like no, that's like movement.
Guys, come on, if you don't know this, you are
No, I know the I
gay.
I know the button for it. I'm gonna draw a logo because yeah.
Okay, so WSAD is done, E is done. Let's just say I. What the button I does?
Eh,
Inventory.
inventory.
You
Okay.
you guys might, just might, have an inventory system.
Can we do B instead? Like,
I don't know, like B stands for buy, so technically in multiplayer games you just use B for buying. So I know I goes a little bit further in the keyboard, but then again, well, I don't know. I mean, I have been opening inventory with I since like what 2015, and also let's just say we have got inventory, we got WSAD. Okay, I mean I wasn't sure what you're doing. You had me there. So now C.
I'm just deleting this shit. That's
C for
insane.
crouch. C is for crouch. Well, I won't write it like this. Let's just write it the proper
Yeah,
way.
write it in text.
C will be crouch. Uh, right click. Mouse right
Zoom, zoom.
click.
Yeah.
We have the mouse
Okay,
right click.
let me just do that. Yeah.
Yeah, so this is zooming. Of course, we'll be zooming on. Let's just say notes,
Yeah.
walls, anything. You can just zoom on anything. Anything.
Yeah, we are
Don't
gonna
ask us
do
how.
the. I think we're gonna do the same zooming in from the letters of Bernard Thorn, which they did for Mukti in India.
Yeah, so we have a game called The Raiders of the Bernard Thorn. I don't know if you guys heard it, but it's a fantastic game. You should go and play it. Come on,
Yeah.
that is not a game you should miss. Okay, we got E, we got WSAD, we got I, we got C, we got right click. What else is there?
I don't know. What else
I
is there?
think I got it. I remembered G,
G
which is
forward.
for. Let me erase this. G is for drop, and we got F for pick up, only for things which cannot be transported to the inventory. Start,
Stuff you have to hold on by yourself. Yeah.
stuff you have to use and throw in the same room.
So I just draw like a fist,
Oh well.
and people are not gonna misunderstand this, right?
Well, I can't argue. Well, I definitely can't argue. Okay, let me just write this.
Yeah.
Don't wanna be a
It-
perfectionist, but at least I need to mention this.
Okay, I'm just gonna draw a simple hand. Yeah.
Okay, so we have WSAD, we have E, we have I, we have C, we have right click, we have G, we have F. What else do we have in a psychological style game? Anyone?
Oh, by the way, should this be like TPS or side scroller TPS?
Well, I think this will be just how a regular third person model is made.
Regular. I think we could also go for like a side scroller.
Yeah, my might be a very sensible option like they did in Sifu.
Hmm.
So they changed the perspective from the 3D to the side scroller for compact area fights.
True. True.
So that makes sense, but then again we don't have fights here, and maybe we have some puzzles or maybe traversals or something like that.
I
But
don't want this to be in first person, and the only reason being like so many people would like attempt first person, but I don't want this to be first person. as a designer, because every narrative, people try to make you feel like you're part of the character that you're playing, role playing. But um, I mean, sometimes you don't need to have that feeling. Like
Yeah,
even in third
there
person, you
there there
can just
might there might there might be a relation to the character, to your, let's just say, to your characteristics, the characteristics of the character to your own character. But then again, you are not playing yourself. You are playing a completely different person who is lost in history.
yeah.
So obviously shift is run.
Nah, we don't need this. We don't need him to run.
Well, he might just run based on,
Or
and
maybe
what?
we can like uh in like some slow speed.
Let's just say there is a big area, and then we will need the character to
No,
run
I get
around.
it. Like some people might feel like forced
Yeah,
when
some people might feel the very lethargical way of traversal. So
true,
I
true,
am
true.
I am one of those people. uh, I mean, I am one of those people.
Bro is
So I
people.
can, yeah, I am people, guys, I am you. So
Uh,
technically, uh, even I feel the need of sometimes that you just need to run, right?
true.
So like, you have solved a puzzle at the end of the room somewhere, and you have to go continue a bit of that puzzle in a different puzzle through the to the other end of the room. So technically, that is when you will find the need of running. So the need to run is technically what makes makes guys impatient and not worth trying, and those things happen. So we are trying to eliminate those.
So this will be the place for like it is a tutorial for basic controls. 30 and center it.
So today was like the introduction to the first room, the how the room design is supposed to be as we are thinking, and also the, like, the button mapping,
Yeah.
as we intend to make it. There might be slight changes, but I think these are almost the final prototypes.
More
So
or
like,
less what's
I
what we are keeping. Like I think for room zero, like this particular room, I think it's settled. Like we it's definitely the tutorial room. And then we can go on to room one. What I feel is for room one, we need to move this on to 3D designing. We need to do some level designs at that. And I don't think it's possible without either Unreal or Blender. So I guess we'll be back tomorrow, actually, with a basic 3D prototype for whatever we discussed today. You know, it's gonna be basic. I can assure you that we are not asset
Yeah, like
creators
we are gonna keep the sessions very short, very interactive, very informative,
and jazzy.
but and then again not take up too much time so that you guys just get lost in the waves of information.
Yeah.
So information is good, but we don't want to load you with information. So technically, these are what we have been planning, we have been doing, we have been strategizing, and this this right here is going to be the predecessor of the things to come.
Yep. Tomorrow we'll show up with an Unreal level within Unreal Engine. Of course, it's within Unreal Engine. Why did I repeat? With whatever we planned today. All right. I cannot guarantee like industry professional grade materials. We are not good at that stuff. We are game designers. We don't. I'm not saying we don't wish to be good at this stuff. I wish to be good
Actually,
at this stuff.
actually, we have been trying out different things, but game designing has been a very primitive part of our primitive part since a very long time. So,
Mm,
getting into game development has been a bit challenging to us, but we are getting there. So, technically, it might take us a year more, but we will continue as game designers while getting into development stuff alongside.
yeah, sure. All right. Uh, which equates to we are shit at that. We're trying to remove some of the shitty parts from our
Well,
experience.
let's just focus on the best.
All right. Um, bye, folks. Tomorrow will be a fun experience.
Well, that was a long pause.